Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our webinar for today. We'll present our topic on industrial serial converter, repeater, and hubs. Today, you can learn about different kinds of serial communication: fiber optics, industrial RS-232, RS-485, RS-422, and field bus wiring. I will show you our ICP DAS converter, repeater, and hub. Feel free to enter your question into the chat box. I will answer them at the end of the webinar. ICP DAS was established in 1993. The headquarters is located in Hsinchu, Taiwan. ICP DAS USA was launched in 2001 to support the North and South American market. We have over 200 R&D engineers, and we work closely with them to add new features to our products, develop new products, and to support our customers. Most of our products are RoHS compliant, which means they are lead-free. So we will first talk about serial communication. The concept of serial communication is really simple. The serial port sends and receives bytes of information 1 bit at a time. This is slower than parallel communication, which allows the transmission of an entire byte at once. However, serial communication is simpler and can be used over longer distance. For example, the IEEE 488 specifications for parallel communication state that the cabling between equipment cannot be more than 20 meters total, and no more than 2 meters between any two devices. Serial communication can extend as much as 1,200 meters. Typically, serial is used to transmit ASCII data. Communication is complete using 3 transmission lines: ground, transmit, and receive. The port is able to transmit data on one line while receiving data on another. This is referred to as full duplex transmission. Other lines are available for handshaking, but are not required. The important serial characteristics are baud rate, data bits, stop bits, and parity. For 2 ports to communicate, these parameters must be matched. There are 3 main types of industrial serial communication, including RS-232, RS-485, and RS-422. We will look into each one in the next few slides. This is RS-232. It is a serial connection found on IBM compatible PCs. It is used for many purposes, such as connecting a mouse, printer, or modem, as well as industrial instrumentation. Because of improvements in line driver and cables, application often increase the performance of RS-232 beyond the distance and speed listed in the standard. RS-232 is limited to point-to-point connection between PC serial ports and device. RS-232 hardware can be used for serial communication up to a distance of 50 feet. As you see from the slides, it has TXD, RXD, which stand for transmit and receive. This is RS422 or RS485 wiring. RS422 is a serial connection used on Apple Macintosh computers. RS422 use a differential electrical signal as opposed to unbalanced signal referred to ground with RS232. Differential transmission use two lines each for transmit and receive signal, which results in greater noise immunity and long distance as compared to RS232. This advantage makes RS422 a better fit for industrial application. RS485 is an improvement over RS422 because it increased the number of devices from 10 to 32 and defines the electrical characteristics necessary to ensure signal voltage under maximum load. With the enhanced multi-job capability, you can create networks of devices connected to a single RS485 serial port. In another word, RS485 is a superset of RS422. So all RS422 devices may be controlled by RS485. RS485 hardware may be used for serial communication with up to 4,000 feet of cable. Here is the comparison between all three serial communication interfaces. RS432 is the most common serial interface and used to ship as a standard component on most Windows-compatible desktop computers. Now it is more common to use RS232 over USB using a converter. RS232 only allows for one transmitter and one receiver on each line. It also uses a full duplex transmission method. Some RS232 boards sold by us support baud rate up to 1 megabit per second. The next one will be the RS422. As I said, it's used on Apple computers. It provides mechanism for transmitting data up to 10 megabits per second. RS422 sends each signal using two wires to increase the maximum baud rate and cable length. RS422 is also specified for multi-job application, where only one transmitter is connected to and transmit on. RS485 is a superset of RS422 and explain on the capabilities. RS485 only has two wires. It was made to address the multi-job limitation of RS422, allowing up to 32 devices to communicate through the same data line. Any of the slave device on a RS485 bus can communicate with any other 32 slave device without going through a master device. Both RS485 and RS422 have multi-job capability, but RS485 allows up to 32 devices, and RS422 only has a limit of 10. There are many RS-232 devices in the industry. Linking all these RS-232 devices to a central computer is important in industrial automation. There are different approaches to link these devices together. The old approach will be using multiple serial ports or using RS-485 network. Some new approach will be using Ethernet network. The i7188EX is an embedded Internet or Ethernet controller. Focus on embedded control application, while the i-7188 and it focuses on communication application. Depending on different embedded firmware programs, the Internet communication controller can be used as either one device server. Users should refer to comparison table to choose the optimal product. Currently, we offer a wide range of Internet communication controllers such as i7188E1 to E8, which provide different number of ports. The i7188EN converter is a bridge between the Ethernet and RS-232, 422, or 485. After installing VXCOM driver on the PC, user can create virtual COM ports, map it to the COM ports of 7188EN. The original software can connect with remote serial device through the Ethernet without any modification. i7188EN is the most cost-effective method to combine your original serial device with Ethernet communication ability. They are designed for linking serial device to Ethernet network. With the help of VXCOM utility, the built-in COM port of 7188E can be virtualized to the standard COM port of host PC. The TDS7000 series is a serial to Ethernet device server that are designed to add Ethernet and Internet connectivity to any RS-232 and RS-422, 485 device, and to eliminate the cable length limitation of serial communication. By using the VXCOM driver or utility, the built-in COM port of the TDS700 series can be virtualized to a standard PC COM port in Windows. Therefore, user can transparently monitor the serial device over Internet without software modification. A TDS700 device server can be used to create pair connection application, as well as serial bridge or serial tunnel, and can then route data over TCP/IP between two serial devices, which is really useful when connecting mainframe computers, server, or other serial devices that do not have Ethernet Nowadays, most industrial computer systems that provides standard RS-232 serial port with limited transmission speed range, and network capability. The RS-485 standard overcome this limitation by using the differential voltage line for data and control signal. ICP-DAS converter can convert RS-232 signal into isolated RS-485 signal without changing any hardware or software. It lets you easily build an industrial-grade long-distance communication system using a standard PC hardware. This module provides 2500 volt DC of optical isolation, allowing you to separate and protect segments of the system from the rest of RS-485 network. I7520 is our isolated RS-232 to RS-485 converter, which we also have RS-232 to RS-422 converter for the one who uses RS-422 wiring interface. It includes automatic RS-485 direction control, ESD protection for the serial data line, wide range of power input from 10 to 30 volt DC, dim wheel mounting, 3000 volt DC isolation protection on the RS-485 side. Transmission speed can be up to 11,5200 bit per second. I7510 and I7510A provide two-way optical isolation between one piece of RS-482 and RS-485 equipment and the rest of the system. It can also be used as a repeater to extend the transmission of an existing network. Additionally, an RS-485 system can be expanded beyond the 256 node limitation by the standard. It can also be used to convert a 4-wire RS-422 signal into a 2-wire RS-485 signal. The I7510AR is exactly the same as I7510A, except for the isolation site. The isolation site of the I7510A is located in the input interface circuit, but the isolation site of I7510AR is located in both input and output interface circuit. In another word, the I7510AR is a three-way isolation repeater module. I7514U is a 4-channel RS-485 active star wiring hub. It has 4 independent RS-485 output signal channels and 1 RS-485 input channel. Each output channel is equipped with an individual driver. The data from a master to the input channel will simultaneously be forwarded to all 4 output channels. It provides 2 modes of bug rate setting. One is self-tuner mode, and the other is fixed bug rate mode. The self-tuner mode can support multiple bug rate and multiple data formats. The USB256C is an industrial USB 2.0 hub. It allows you to add multiple high-performance USB devices to your computer. It supports the USB 2.0 high-speed mode that can archive 480 megabit per second data transmitting rate. USB 2560 also supports self-power mode, which means it can draw power from an external power supply. It can guarantee the compatibility for USB device. Nowadays, most computers don't come with serial port like DB9 or RS-232 ports, so we offer USB to RS-232, 422, 485, and CAN converter in order to communicate with serial device. We offer USB to serial converter with high performance industrial grade connection for your PC over a single USB port. A wide range of USB to serial converter models are available, and their features include high-speed USB 2.0, advanced UART for high-end serial performance, COM port mapping, and fixed-base COM function. USB to serial converter and USB to serial adapter are ideal for a direct serial connection to industrial devices with the latest PCs and laptops. The i7510U, 7561U, and 7563U, which includes support for Windows 8 and Windows 10. i7561 or 61U is a cost-effective module for transferring serial data over USB. It allows you to connect your serial device to a system that uses a USB interface. Connecting the i7561 to a PC, you get one 232, 422, or 485 port. Similar to i7520A, the 7561 contains self-tuner chip. It auto-tunes the baud rate and data format to the RS-485 network. The i7561 module derives its power from the USB port, so it doesn't need any external power supply. i7561U is the latest version we have that supports Windows 8 and 10 with baud rate of 300 to 921.6 kilobit per second. i7563 and i7563U is the USB to one-channel RS-485 converter with a three-way RS-485 hub. Each channel contains its own RS-485 driver IC, so it can support star-shaped wiring. CAN, or we call it Controller Area Network, is a serial bus system, especially suited to structure intelligent industrial device network and build smart automatic control systems. The i7565 is a cost-effective device for coupling the CAN bus to PC using a standard USB interface. The interface is present in every new PC and is supported by Microsoft Windows 98 to Windows 7 operation system. If you establish the connection between i7-565 and the PC during the runtime of the computer will automatically load the relevant device driver. This picture shows the application architecture for i7-565 modules. The PC is the CAN host to access or control CAN device through the CAN network. This module lets you communicate with CAN device easily from PC with USB interface. i7-565 CPM, it is a standard CAN open protocol and has a built-in CPU to run 7565 CPM firmware independently. It provides a set of API that will allow user to easily control and program the device. It will also solve the complexity of protocol for the user. It can communicate between the computer and the i7-565 CPM USB interface to remotely control the device quickly and easily. Due to the USB interface, it can create a CAN open system effectively. i7-565 DNM can represent the solution of defined net application and be a defined net master device on the network. It supports Group 2 only server and UCMM function to communicate with slave device. It has an independent CAN bus communication port and has the ability to cover a wide range of defined net applications. Besides this, it uses the new CAN controller that gives you error detection with auto correction and retransmission function. It is commonly used in industrial automation, building automation, vehicle, marine, and embedded control network. It is developed to expand the device net function of ICP-DES product. This is a list of our CAN, PROFIBUS, RS-232, RS-422, RS-485 converter or repeater. PLC, HMI, and SCADA are really popular in industrial control application, but most of them don't offer CAN interface. Users always experience difficulties due to connecting the sensor or actuator which only have a CAN interface. The basic function of i7-530A-MR is compatible with i7-530A, and the MR stands for Modbus RTU. So 7530A-MR support Modbus RTU protocol in its serial port. Modbus RTU is popular and widely supported by most of the PLC, HMI, and SCADA. So this module is helpful to use standard Modbus RTU protocol to access CAN network. And with the special decided firmware, beside normal receive CAN message buffer, it offers special memory space to save up to 100 kinds of CAN message, which are urgent and must be processed immediately. This feature helps the PLC, HMI, and SCADA to use Modbus LTE function, code 3, 4, and 16, to access CAN device. In Modbus LTE mode, it allows a Modbus LTE master to communicate with CAN device on a CAN network, as shown on the first application architecture. In pair connection mode, this module provides the pair connection and transparent communication between serial device over CAN bus, as shown as on the second application architecture. I7530A is an RS-232 485 422 to CAN converter. It is a member of the I7530 serial family and have all the features of 7530. The CAN interface of 7530A follows ISO 11898-2 specification. The maximum CAN baud rate is up to 1 megabit per second. There is one COM port. As the I7530A runs the firmware, it only receives the command from one of the COM interface at the same time, but the CAN message will be forwarded to all of these COM interface. Moreover, we expand the functionality of I7530A for some special application. In pair connection mode, it can be used to connect PC with other serial devices at the same time. PROFIBUS is a field bus communication system with a wide range of applications, particularly in the field of factory and process automation. The 7550 integrates device with serial interface into a PROFIBUS DP network. Serial I/O device, electronic scale, operator terminals, barcode scanner, and other automation device can easily be connected to the existing PROFIBUS network. I7550 converter is designed for slave device of PROFIBUS DP protocol. It offers all three kinds of communication. With the hybrid COM1 design, user can choose one type of COM port to use, either RS-232, RS-485, or RS-422. User can put their device into PROFIBUS network easily. We also have CAN bus repeater. So this is I-7531. It can be used to establish a physical coupling of two segments of CAN bus system. It is designed to isolate the noise and disturbance between two CAN ports of I7531. When the CAN signal is decayed because of the rough bus cable or noise, this module can recover the shape of the CAN signal to the original. Achieved topologies can be implemented as well as long drop line using I7531. This module can automatically adjust the bus rate by itself in order to match the CAN network. User just need to connect the module with the CAN bus, check the terminator resistor, and power it on. It will be work normally. I7532 is a CAN bus bridge that can be used to integrate two CAN networks, even they implement different CAN bus rate. Compared to with I7531, I7532 offers more than 3 useful features, such as the transmission distance limit of CAN bus system, which means the total CAN network distance can be extended by using this module. Second, when some error happens on a CAN port, the other CAN port will not be affected and can still be working correctly. Third, the bus rate and CAN message filter configuration of two CAN ports can be tuned by user's application. These features mean that users can design their application more flexible and efficient. Optical fibers. They are used most often to transmit light between two ends of the fiber and find wide usage in fiber optic communications, where they permit transmission over a long distance and at a high bandwidth than wire cables. Fibers are used instead of metal wires because signal can travel along them with less amount of signal loss. In addition, fibers are also immune to electromagnetic interference. This is one of the problems from metal wires suffer excessively. Fiber optic transmission medium is a good material to protect data transmission from EMI or RFI interference and has been used in harsh environment extensively. We offer fiber optics converter to convert serial and CAN to fiber optics. I2541 and I2542 is our serial to fiber optic converter. 41 is an serial to fiber optic converter that secure data transmission by using fiber optic transmission to provide immunity from interference. It is used for point-to-point connection and RS485 multi-drop application for transmitting signal up to 2 kilometers. It is a perfect solution for application where transmission must be protected from electrical exposure, surge, or chemical corrosion. The I7542 series fiber converter supports wavelength diffusion multiplexing technology that allows two independent data communication channels to transmit and receive over one standard single mode or fiber optic line. It not only doubles your existing bandwidth, but also effectively reduce the cost of creating new fiber optic infrastructure. These pictures show how to make fiber optic networks connection through RS-232, 485, or 422. I-2541 and 42 can convert serial to fiber, and then another converter can convert back to serial in order to communicate multiple devices on both sides. CAN bus is very common in industrial application. In order to solve the problem between different transmission medium, I-2532 is specially designed for converting CAN bus signal to fiber optics. The fiber length between two 2532 can be up to 1.4 kilometers, which is about 4,593 feet. It is mainly designed by the cable of fiber and the CAN bus busway. I-2532 is the solution for application which require protecting the data transmission from interference. The I-2533 is an intelligent CAN bridge that can be used to create connection between two CAN bus systems over fiber optic cable. Similar to the I-2532, the 2533 can also apply in CAN-based protocol to convert CAN bus signal to optical signal and reshape the CAN signal. The differences between 2532 and 2533 is the CAN configuration functions and the distance limitation of CAN communication. The 33 offers a function to configure CAN busway and CAN message filters. These are useful when using 2533 to link two CAN networks, which may have different busway. By using this module, the transmission distance limitation of the CAN bus system will be extended because of it. Will not be reduced because of the CAN busway, which means the total network length will be extended. This feature means user can develop their application to be more powerful and flexible. This is the end of our webinar for today. Please feel free to ask any question you may have. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Google+ to get the most updated news in industrial automation. Our next webinar topics will be industrial gateway. We will post details on our website. If you have any question, you can put it in the chat box and I can answer them one by one. I got a question said, do we have a USB to RS232 converter? And so our USB to RS232 converter will be the I-7560 or I-7560U. And how many 232 port on a single device? It will be one port on a device because RS232 only works for point-to-point connection. And yeah, some customer asked about the presentation. Yeah, we will post the presentation now and video to our website and YouTube. Yeah, once we finish the webinar, we will upload the video to our website. You can watch it again. If you don't have any question, it will be the end. Or you can, if you have further question, you can email us or give us a call. Thank you, everyone, to attend the webinar. See you next one.